I mean, were you recording for free at first?
Oh yeah, at first I was just trying to get better, you know. And then after a while it'd be like, hey, $20. You know, after I started spending a little bit more money and time on whether it was the projects or the hardware, I, you know, started to charge a little. And then as I got better and I could realize that my recordings were, you know, getting good. You know, they were at least more comparable to what you'd be hearing, whether it was on the radio, TV, anything. I was like, okay, maybe I should start charging a little more. And then every time you get better, you know, and get more equipment, you feel the need to, charge more. And then eventually you work your way into your own place. You work your way into your own workflow with your own hardware and things like that. Because there was plenty of times where I'd borrow equipment too, you know. I think even now, the kick drum mic that I use is still a borrowed kick drum mic, you know. Yeah, it's on a long-term loan, essentially. The buddy doesn't use it anymore, but I've gotten a ton of use from it, you know. So you can also start out that way, especially having friends that are into the same thing. If you guys can share equipment, you know, or just trade ideas half the time, it's a big help. Yeah,
it's like finding that network of people.
Yes.
I mean, that's how I reached out to you.
Yeah,
I remember my brother. What do you guys? I think you guys were recording like a video or something.
Oh, it was a photo shoot. Yeah, we were doing like a photo shoot with an artist that I had engineered for, you know.
And I remember my brother's like, yo, you need to reach out to him. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I shot you that message and I was like, dude, like, in my house I only had speakers and my laptop and the audio interface and the mic, but
real similar to what I was starting with.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. It was just kind of like whatever I'll see on YouTube and
whatever. You know, whatever information I had, I'd passed on to you. And the cool thing is you actually went and used it and learned more about it and kept getting better. And it's like, you and me are like this now, you know. Even though I started how many years before, right? You gained a bunch of knowledge super quick. And a big part of that, I'm sure, is having a network of people that you could just talk to, you know, because that's the easiest way to learn.
Because I remember the first thing you taught me was like gain staging. I had no clue of what the hell, like with levels or anything. Like I just thought like shouldn't hit the red. The vocals, I just kind of match it so you see how loud it is, and you're like, no, just turn the beat down, record at a good level for vocals, and just
everything can go up after that. Yep. You know, I mean, healthy levels are definitely important. Gain staging, even though I know there's like several different ways people look at gain staging, every definition that you hear helps, you know. And when you see it in practice, it starts to make more sense, obviously, right? You saw me kind of use it, and you're like, oh, I get it. That makes sense now.
Yeah.
But I think knowing the entire process helps you make informed decisions. Like, if you know the recording process, if you know the mixing process, and if you know the mastering process, even if you're not specialized in one of those, or even two of those, you know, if you're only like doing the initial recording and then it's going to get sent off to the mixing engineer, then it's going to get sent off to the mastering engineer, it's nice to know beforehand what the mixer is going to want. If you know how to mix, then you know exactly what to send them, you know. Same thing for the mixing engineer. If he knows kind of a little bit about mastering, he'll know more of what the mastering engineer might want, or the format, the levels, things like that. So now my thought process in the recording is, okay, we're going to record it for the mixing, and we're going to mix it for the mastering, and we're going to master it for the release, you know. Each piece kind of has its own phase, and a lot of people like to kind of flip it.
Yeah, because I've heard that where it's like record like it's not going to be mixed, mix it like it's not going to be mastered, and then just master it like it's not going to be released.
Exactly, and that's going along kind of the same lines there. You know, you just want to do the best of each process, so that way, in the end, it's better than the sum of the parts. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Because I know for you, like when you were first getting into it, did you know the difference between like this is what mastering does, this is what mixing does, or for you was it just like it's all one piece?
Oh, at the beginning, no. I mean, at the beginning, I think for every engineer, mastering is some secret process that no one knows about, you know. and it's like some crazy wizardry that only the elite engineers know about. But after a while, you start to kind of realize what it is. It's